Hey, good morning, good afternoon, hello, welcome to back. Welcome back to Nerding Out on the Creek. I need to start making a script or something. All right, we are going to talk a little bit about yesterday's execution of the Chief. When I briefed it for my classes, what I told them was I learned or was introduced to this workout as only full rounds count. Now, there's no rhyme or reason. I think maybe that's how it was published first on the CrossFit.com way back in 2012 or 2013, whenever it first showed up. But since then, it showed up in various places as rounds and reps. And so the question you got to ask yourself is, what's the difference? Is it the same workout? Does that matter? Because we're in the game of who can get fittest fastest, who can do most work capacity across broad time and modal domains. So we kind of want to know. Spoiler alert, the answer is they are the same workout, though they are slightly different. And in the end, it all has to do with your intention and your expectation or your intended stimulus. Both are viable ways to do this workout. So why? What are we talking about here? Well, let's look at, I'm going to use me as the athlete because I can talk about myself because I am myself. Otherwise, I'm talking about somebody else, and I don't know what their mindset was unless they're sitting right here with me and I can ask them, which invitation stands. Anyone wants to be on a Nerding Out on the Creek video, I got an open seat right here. All right, so we're going to look at my performance in the Chief from April 22nd, 2019 to the other day, or yesterday, January, whatever it was, 2021. God, it's 21. So I did 32 rounds last time we did it. And I was quite happy. I had notes. I said, this was pretty hard. This was super expensive. Hard to hold on to 6 the rest of the way. I did not write the times for each of those rounds, so I don't know exactly. But I have to guess I was probably in about the 250-ish range, probably like right under 3 minutes. And then it was a matter of like holding on. And I do remember myself as an athlete. The cleans were never really, they weren't the hard part. I mean, they're tough and you got to move them. But for me, that's not where it was that tough. It really became the squats. Cleans were there, push-ups were there. Squats is where it really started to get hard. And so holding on meant like I just having enough wind to keep going. So yesterday's execution got one more round, so 18 more reps. And I did record my times because I kind of wanted to see what's the reality of how hard would it have been for me to hold on to 7. When I got this 7 in the third round, I got it right at 256. 25 seconds a round would have been 250 for 7 rounds. I knew 255 for 7 rounds. I knew from time hack standpoint after about the 3rd or 4th round within that 3-minute round if I was going to make 7 or not. So when I hit this one, it's pretty breathy, but heart rate wasn't that horrible. Hit this one, my heart rate was through the roof and I could not catch my breath. So it was like, all right, well, I'm just going to go and see where it goes. Held on to it. I was like, wow, hurt like hell. But I knew in this one, when I missed the time hack after the 3rd round of Chief, that if I wanted to pick it up and try and get 7, I would have been lucky to get 4 or 5 rounds in this because I wouldn't have had enough time to rest in 1 minute. So bottom line, PR, really happy, 594 reps, good to go. But what I also know is I had energy here that I could have done more reps. I could have gotten back on that bar and probably gotten 2 or 3 cleans. I know here that I probably could have gotten at least 1 or 2 more cleans. I know here, though, that if I had done that, I might not have made 7 rounds. I know here that I slowed my squats way down because I was just like, well, I'm not making 7, so why bother flying through my squats? So I could have probably picked up a couple extra reps into the 7th round here, just kept moving. And then here, these last 2, who knows where that could have gone. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. So basically what I'm trying to say is by only counting full rounds, I gamed it so that I did not maximize these last 2 efforts and really pushed this 3rd effort. High intensity was cool, but maybe I left some reps on the table. And if this is all about improved work capacity across broad modal and time domains, then in the 15 minutes of work, did I leave power output on the table? Let's look at a notional scenario where I do this as I go for the full 3 minutes, right? And I really try to get as many reps as possible. I'm a little bit fatigued, but I'm consistent across. I can hold that for about 6 minutes of work, right? Before I start to bonk. Oh, went a little too hard. I missed the 7th round, but I got into the squats and I kind of got deep in the squats. This isn't true. I don't know if I could actually do this, but it's a guess, right? Now I'm smoked and I'm still like, I still got more than I did because, right, I know what I did in the 4th round and I know how much I slowed down in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th rounds of Chief in this 3 minutes. And now I get 1 clean after that 6 and I'm just absolutely toast. Well, look, if we do the math, that's 599 reps. This was 594 reps. Which one, from a standpoint of optimizing my training, is better? Well, clearly more reps. But is it, right? Did I actually go as hard as I possibly could here by going too hard here? Is this really sustainable? I don't know because I didn't do it. But what I do know is that's about as fast as I can go at 135 pounds. So this is sort of, right, and I only improved by about 1 rep. I'm fitter, I'm happier, right? Not really worth for me as an athlete, having done it enough times doing full rounds and only counting full rounds. For me as an athlete, this might be a better training stimulus for a workout that is kind of competitive in nature, because now I need a new benchmark. This is changing the mode that I'm executing it, not changing my volume, not changing my load. Maybe I do it this way again and I go with 155 pound clean. Maybe I do it this way, staying at 135 pounds. There's all kinds of ways it can do it. I could do it. Maybe I make the push-ups a little bit more. Maybe I make the cleans a little bit more. All kinds of stuff. Maybe we make them goblet squats. Maybe we make them handstand push-ups. There's other versions of the Chief called the Master Chief. I forget what the other one is. You can see where I'm going with this. Which way is better? There is no better. There is no worse. They're just a little bit different if we understand what is the stimulus. And in the end, it's improved work capacity across broad modal and time domains. We fail at the margins of our exposure. I did not expose myself. I have not, easy now, I have not experienced all the ways that we could do that workout. So from a training stimulus, there's more room to grow. That's what I got for you. See you on the creek.